Hi, and welcome to Debunk File. My name is Sep, and today we're going to be talking about Eroda. As the holiday season gets closer, planning vacations becomes important for many, whether it's spending time with family from above or simply taking a break from the pains of everyday life. The holiday season is the prime time for this. Naturally, vacation ads take a huge bump, and for one Twitter user, he found a very interesting one to say the least. A user with the name Brotographer on November 21st created a Twitter thread where he accidentally stumbled upon an ad talking about an island that you should visit that you surely haven't heard of. Going to the Twitter account in question is not helpful at all, to say the least. At the time of discovery, the profile only had about 8 followers and had no info at all about where in the world this island was. Going to the website is of no help as well. The site is structured very well, like an actual vacation site would be set up, showing off a multitude of beautiful camera shots and a number of places to visit while on the island, like a bed and breakfast, a hotel constructed all the way back in 1892, some sea view cottages, a castle, but what does it leave out? Why, of course, the location of the island itself. There's even a map of the island, but not even here is it shown or made clear where the hell this place is. A YouTube channel was also created for Eroda, where as of the date of writing this, there is but only one video titled Visit Eroda, and I can't really put my finger on it, but there's something kind of off-putting about it. Take a look.
Do you remember the way that you felt off the coast of Eroda? Seeing the way the water sparkled below, a picturesque green-blue gradient of ocean, tasting the signature food from the Erodian natives, made with love. Feeling the rush of wind, lifting you as if you were literally in the center of the world. The sound of the air gliding against your skin as you stare into the brisk dusk. Do you remember smelling the fresh air off the coast of Eroda? No? Make memories for your senses at visiteroda.com. Eroda, no land quite like it.
I don't know if it's the complete absence of music, but this video gave off a slightly creepy vibe to me. The narrator only refers to this mystical island in the past tense and pretty much assumes that you have already visited the island. Strange. Now, with all of this out of the way, I'm sure the question burning inside all of your hearts right now is, well, is this place real? And no, it most certainly isn't. First off, searching the web for this place yields absolutely no results at all. You can also reverse image search each and every one of these images in question and find out where they truly are from. As you can see, this image of the bed and breakfast actually originates from Norway, not the island of Eroda. And that all begs the question, if this place doesn't exist, what the hell is going on here? Why was this created, and by who? Well, that is what we are here to find out. The first theory I saw as to why this entire thing was created was the fact that it is by an individual attempting to get into the advertising business and created this entire thing as a sort of prove yourself moment. Think about it. He was able to get ads for an entirely fabricated island on Twitter, YouTube, and even Spotify from what I've heard. Although I don't have any pictures to prove that. That is incredibly impressive, and he has quickly amassed a huge following, showing potential employers that he is good at what he does. If he can get this much interest in an entirely fake island, then imagine what he can do for you. This theory off the surface seems to make perfect sense, but I personally don't believe in this theory, and there are 2 reasons for that. First off, I believe the upcoming theories that we will get into next are more plausible, and second, I don't buy into that whole interest thing. The only reason this got so popular was for the sheer fact that it did not exist. It would probably be scoffed off and never even have went viral. Another theory I've seen come up a lot is the fact that this is some sort of school project, but this one is incredibly easily debunked when you realize the sheer amount of money that was spent in order to make what is going on here possible. So let's move on to our next theory. The next thing I thought of was something very simple. A scam. Yeah, clearly the island does not exist, but it's possible that they could be preying on the poor individuals that don't think to look far enough into this, but rest assured, this is also easily debunked. The reason this is so easily debunked is because when visiting the website, not only is there no location like stated earlier, but there isn't even a way to book a hotel anywhere. So yeah, this theory is easily put to rest just like the others. The next theory we must propose is the fact that we might be witnessing the start of an ARG. When I first stumbled across this mystery, I didn't believe that it was an ARG at all, but some of the more recent actions have gotten me thinking that it's an ARG more than I did before. I realized that Eroda is actually just a door backwards, and this is a common tactic that ARGs like using. The strangeness of the video could also have been purposeful, and in the future the videos could possibly get even stranger, and maybe they already have when this video is released. On one final note, the bottom of the site mentions a copyright from 2004, even though the website came into the world this year. That to me seems pretty intentional. I also think that some of the more recent tweets on the Twitter have been ARG-like in terms of oddness. There was one tweet where they welcomed all the first-timers to Eroda this morning. That right there is a tweet that is very mysterious and full of intrigue. It is 100% something an ARG would pull off. There's one more tweet from the time of writing that also stood out as being very odd, and that is this tweet, wondering if any of the Erodians saw the breaking news on TV today. The tweet itself and what it says isn't too important or special, but I find the image very ominous, and it definitely looks like something you'd see in an ARG. Okay, let's take it a step further. If this truly is an ARG, then who is the creator? The only possible theory as of right now was the same person that made this entire thing viral in the first place, the brotographer. With all that being said though, I personally don't see him as being the creator of this series, as he has probably made 50 or so tweets, if I were to guess on the matter, and seems actively motivated to get to the bottom of this mystery just as hard as we are. Now I'm sure the counter argument could be made that he's just acting interested to take suspicion off of himself. And while yeah, there's a chance that could be true, I personally just see it as a reach at that point. And wow, please bear with me here, but the final theory I am mentioning here is the single most ridiculous thing you will ever hear, and the craziest part is that I believe it's the most plausible theory too. And that is, it's an elaborate promotion to promote the new Harry Styles album. Yeah, you heard me. If you don't believe me, then hear me out. First off, one of the tracks on his upcoming album is titled A Door, which obviously, Eroda is that but spelled in reverse. Was that enough for you? Well, in the description of the Fisherman's Pub, it mentions that it is located between Corner Street and Golden Way, and also on the track list there are songs titled Corner and Golden. As we saw earlier, when you reverse image searched, one of the images was from Norway, and apparently Harry visited Norway in interviews and has been raving about it recently. The information segment about the Eroda fairies mentioned not leaving in odd numbered days, and what do you know, his album is coming out on an odd day, December 13th. If this were to truly be the work of Harry Styles' marketing team, it would explain how they were able to fund something like this, because keep in mind, placing ads on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter, and in multiple languages is very expensive to do, so this would be able to completely explain that. It also, like shown earlier, explains some of the more ARG-like moments from earlier, as they are just references to some of the new upcoming tracks on his album. As for the theories, that's all we have so far. Eroda to me is one of the most interesting mysteries of the entire year so far, and the fact that it might literally just be a promotion for a Harry Styles album is so ridiculous, yet so funny. But it's still not something we can definitely 100% prove yet, so because of that, this file will remain undetermined. This mystery is still in its infancy, so in the future we will most likely truly see what exactly Eroda is really all about, whether it's elaborate ARG, promotion for a Harry Styles album, or something completely different. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, then why not give it a like? If you have any other suggestions for future topics, make sure to comment them below. Always remember, the best way to spread Debunk File is through word of mouth, so make sure to tell your friends and family. As always, my name is Sep from Debunk File. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.